Hello guys, so today we talk about the box office here. We have Bad Boys for Life 2 all the way down to Spies in the Skies, which is nearly off the list. The first movie is Bad Boys for Life, unsurprisingly tops a very weak box office because of the Super Bowl and is at $290 million worldwide. This movie has made back its money and had needed like a $200 million to make back its money. It is doing exactly the same domestically and internationally. Expect this movie to do well for the next few weeks as well and probably pass $340 to $350 million. It won't pass Bad Boys 2 worldwide, but it still will do extremely well as a movie and a franchise that has been dormant for at least 10 to 20 years. So Bad Boys for Life is making a ton of money and is destroying it at the box office. So of course, Bad Boys for Life, of course, is doing well. Next is 1917. This movie, the people that hate this movie, the feminists and all these SAWs say, "Ooh, 1917 sucks because it doesn't fit our narrative." Yeah, 1917 has now passed 249 million worldwide. This movie is not a box office flop. It will make some money at the box office, which is good because these people kept saying, "Oh, this movie should bomb." Okay, and also the Oscars will help it as well. Even though people, oh, good, Oscars will help this movie, but if it wins like Best Picture or something, it'll probably make another after this week 50 to 60 million more dollars worldwide after this week. Probably Pat doing $300 million, similar to Green Book worldwide. So, and box office is probably gonna be down for a few more months because of a certain issue that's happening in a certain country. I don't want to mention it in this video, but you know what issue I'm talking about. It's an issue that's in China. So next is Doolittle. Well, Doolittle is just a box office failure. No one wants to see this movie, and it's just why does Hollywood keep trying to bring back these stories? It's just why. Why can't this enjoy the original stories and bring new stories? This is something that I don't understand out of Hollywood. Okay, you try to bring back all these old stories. Oh, new people, new generations can enjoy these old timeless stories. Well, I think most people that's not caring anymore. Okay, I think the peak of that was probably the Lion King remake. But I think people are sick and tired of rebringing back the old wines. Okay, there's like the sixth or seventh Doolittle movie that has come out in the box office history, and this will show to the people who are making all these remakes that people are sick of this stuff. People are sick of people rebooting the same stories over and over and over again. It's just sickening that they think, oh, it's gonna make $400 million because it has and put a big star on it and a big reboot and expect it to make $1 billion. That's how they think. That's how they think. Next is Gretel and Hansel. This movie is underperforming at the box office. They're projecting this like Black Christmas, almost 10 million. It is a woke movie that no one wants to see. This movie is not gonna make. It's probably gonna make back its money because that probably has like a $5 million budget or something. And you know, it's another movie example that is SJW say we want more feminist and woke movies, but they just don't sell. No one buys these movies. Moving on. Okay, next movie on the list is The Gentleman. This is a British movie. So this movie has already made a decent amount of money. It'll probably make back its money. It has already made a decent amount of money in Britain and the UK and English-speaking countries. It has probably will make back its total budget, total amount of money domestically. So, Gentleman will probably be a box office success at the end of the day, as it already made a decent amount of money in the UK and other countries. So, next is Jumanji: The Next Level. This movie is still doing really well at the box office. It's not doing as well. It will pass $300 million, but it's not doing as well as the previous movie. But as expected out of a sequel, sequels usually never do better than the first movie. Jumanji 4 will probably do better than this one. Because it's just the fact that sequels usually never do better. And of course, this movie had to compete with The Rise of Skywalker, which came out the week afterwards. But this movie's not outselling The Rise of Skywalker as well. So it's so that Disney Star Wars is a dying franchise. So that's it for Jumanji. And next, all the way down to 3 million this week, is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It is probably gonna pass Rogue One, but yesterday it was at 0.49 million. It barely made 10 million. So it made 3 million domestically and around 6 million internationally. Expect this movie to make probably 10 million more dollars at the end of it. Okay, this movie will probably make 4 million more dollars next week, 2 million more dollars the week after, which is Valentine's Day week, or $3 million, I think, because to be fair, okay, then 1 more million, 2 million, $1 million, and it'll probably end up grossing worse than expected. Okay, next is The Turning, which is a horror movie that, no one cares about. Okay. Oh, I was scared. The Turning isn't really doing too well at the box office. I was scared because, it didn't say it's charging. Maybe it was because I didn't put the cord in full way. I was trying to plug in the computer, so it isn't fully out of power yet. So, okay, let's get back to the box office. That's off topic. The Turning isn't doing that well at the box office. It has a $10 million budget, and it isn't really doing too well. It's another branded generic horror movie that it's usually they dump like it's a movie that they probably didn't have much confidence in releasing. Next is Little Women, which is another movie that surprisingly is still making money. Surprisingly, Pete, this movie is so great. It also didn't help that the critics popped it up and called it a masterpiece, even though it really is. And I actually haven't seen the movie, so I can't really say for myself. But it's the ultimate reboot of Little Women, and somehow this version will be the highest grossing in the entire Little Women versions. I don't know how it will be adjusting for inflation, but it actually compared to the Best Picture Oscar nominees, it's one of the lower grossing, and they usually take and this is Best Picture nominees as Joker. Little Woman is down here. 913 is the one that's still going up. 913 will probably surpass Once Upon a Time Hollywood at the end of its box office run. For Valley and of course Skin Sung or Parasite or Jojo Rabbit. So that's basically about Little Women. Nothing really to talk about basically. It is dying domestic. It is basically almost dead domestically because it has been out for like a month. Next to the rhythm section, no one. It's the next Charlie's Angels, the next woke failure, and they want a female James Bond, and no one went to go see this movie. Most movies didn't do too well on the second because of the Super Bowl today. Will not do that well because of the Super Bowl, which probably did hurt its box office sales more. The Super Bowl probably hurts this movie's box office sales, but just the title alone is just uninteresting. No one wants to see this movie. It'll probably be a forgotten movie, probably by the end of next month. We won't talk about it twice as well. Next is Knives Out. This movie is still holding on extremely well. Knives Out is making a lot of money. I don't know if it will pass $300 million worldwide, but it has made a ton of money worldwide. It has made more money than Once Upon a Time Hollywood, and that is one of the suckers there. But this movie is doing pretty well, despite it being a Wu and Johnson movie. Next is Just Mercy of Brie Larson. No, Brie Larson, your movie's just not out. I think Brie Larson's not the main character of the movie, but this is just it's a movie with Brie Larson. I think that I'm like, oh great, Brie Larson's in this movie. It's another skip for me. Okay, Brie Larson in this movie, so not avoiding this movie at all costs. This movie is not gonna. It's doing okay actually for an Oscar bait movie. Next is Frozen 2. Somehow this movie is still on the list weeks after release. Frozen 2 will probably might not make much more money after this week, considering that Birds of Prey is coming out next week. And of course, the first actual competition to Frozen 2, Sonic, which is 2 months after the Frozen 2 came out. It's just so funny that the first actual animated competition, Spies in Disguise doesn't really count because no one went to go see that movie. No, actually, the first actual real animated competition, the Frozen 2 will probably already be dead by then. Parasite is another movie that's doing pretty well. It has made another $1.6 million, so there wasn't really much to talk about there. It's making a lot of money because of Oscar buzz. Jojo Rabbit, everybody's least favorite or favorite movie, is now making $64 million. This movie is supposed to be a comedy. I actually watched the trailer, and if you compare it to Booksmart, it's actually much more funnier than Booksmart. Booksmart isn't funny at all. Next is Spies in the Skies. No one's watching this movie, and I think it's just another generic, movie for kids. That's really what it is. Spies in the Skies is another one of those movies that really no one cares about. Okay, it's doing pretty well because his family audiences are still going to go see this movie. But this movie is a massive, massive box office failure. No one wants to see this movie, and I just hope Hollywood learns that no one wants these generic animated movies. And these generic movies that come out like every year to cast in on the holidays. And this is Spies in Skies is one of those. But really, this is a lesson to Disney because Disney made this movie fail. Disney made this movie bomb, flop, and it's all because Disney killed this movie. No wonder why the movie No Way About Angel. No wonder why No Way About Angel's on HBO instead of Disney Plus. Because you know what? Disney will find out advertise it at all. Because that's how Disney is. So that's basically it. Goodbye.